Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Serby. I'm the owner and the dentist here at ProDentures in Houston, and I needed to get some information out to people a little bit better. I understand it's hard to go to the dentist, so I can come to you this way. Um, I've tried to figure out what ProDentures is and what it isn't. And the best I can figure out here, my wife isn't thrilled with the name ProDentures. It presumes it's all dentures all the time and only dentures, which is not the case. But it's a good name, it's easy to remember, and nobody knows what a Serby is, so ProDentures it is. 1-800-ProDentures and ProDentures.com. It was nice to get those, so I have them. So I'm ProDentures, but what does that mean? I'm a geriatric dentist. I only see patients who are older. I don't see children and teenagers and the like. I did that, done that, I'm done with that. That's fine. But we work with older folks. And it's an unusual, specific, unique niche of people. I enjoy that. I am one. But coming up with what is ProDentures, the best I could come up with here, and I even wrote it down here. It says, what is ProDentures? It's pretty much common sense dentistry for us older folks. All right, and let me break that down into a couple pieces. Common sense dentistry, us, and older folks. All right, us older folks. Obviously, I'm not a kid anymore. 64 and getting older. So been there, done that, understand who you are and what you're going through about getting older and the kids growing up and leaving and grandkids and the whole nine yards. Been there, done that. We have that in common, and there's value in that, I think. But there is something about older folks and dentistry that you need to know that's obvious, actually, if you think about it. When we get older, teeth don't get any younger, and in fact, oftentimes they fall apart. There are medicine has done a nice job. We're getting older and older, but the teeth are not aging with us well anyway. Maybe dentistry hasn't held up or they're part of the bargain, but it is what it is. Teeth are getting older, they break, they fall out, they get loose, a lot of lost teeth in older folks. The dirty little secret, however, is a lifetime of really sick teeth makes your other illnesses worse, significantly worse. Diabetes is worse. Heart disease is worse. Now it turns out the latest research says that lung cancer risk is doubled if you have severe gum disease, and lots of folks have got severe gum disease. So it's a really common thing, but it's worth taking time to investigate and cure if you can, because you can't get rid of diabetes, you can't get rid of heart disease, but we can cure gum disease even if it's taking out the infected teeth and replacing them with something else. So older folks have got a unique, difficult dental problem, and I don't think dentistry in general, is addressing the problems older folks have in a fashion that they are happy with. When you get older, obviously, I mentioned that your teeth get worse and health gets worse and they make each other worse. It's kind of a vicious circle here. There's also the selflessness of being an older person. Mommies and daddies are always last to take care of everybody. It doesn't change when you turn into grandma and grandpa. Everybody else is first. There's a selflessness about being an older person that is laudable. I'm there with you. I don't spend time and money on me. Not when I've got kids and grandkids and wife and we, they all take precedence as far as I'm concerned. Up until a point, until your health is really going downhill or your dental health is just horrible. The selflessness becomes a real obstacle to getting better, and your family really would like you better. And obviously, the dentistry has always got fears. Fear of pain and expense and getting a bad job, picking the wrong people. And there are a lot of wrong dentists. I'm sorry. There are a lot of folks who don't understand us and are trying to give us things that we're not in the market for. When you're young and you want everything perfect and you got the money for it, God bless you. It's wonderful, terrific. But you get older and money gets tight and you're retired or disabled or just money's tight. Getting everything perfect in a mouth is not a high priority, and if that's the only choices you're given, then you end up getting nothing done and suffering in silence, usually for years and years and years. So the common sense part is where I think I have an unusually rational philosophy, let's say. Common sense, I mean, it comes down to, if you're missing teeth, there are only 3 ways to replace them. Implants, crown and bridge, which are fixed. They don't come out, they stay in, and it feels nice, but they are not for everybody. The health has got to be good enough to keep the teeth, to warrant the investment of time and money to fix them, and sometimes they are just not that good. And it's also very expensive, you know, tens of thousands of dollars for each arch, and it just takes a lot. And most folks can't or won't spend that kind of money on it. So, you know, what's the common sense alternative? And that's where the removables come in. So there's implants, there's crown and bridge, and there's removables, which is partials and dentures, which is what we do here. I've got a denture lab right here in the office, and we make partials and dentures a lot. And I take out bad teeth, a lot of bad teeth. And frankly, that's a wonderful service for older folks. So when you see ProDentures, please don't assume it's always only dentures. I do lots of crowns and fillings and all sorts of good stuff. We do all the regular dentistry, but we do have the denture lab here. So when you come to sit down in the chair and say, oh, you know, see what the problems are, of which I'll talk to again. I'll talk to specifics in a few more of these videos. When you sit down in the chair, you will also get a reasonable, common sense, removable option. If you're losing teeth because they're either too expensive or too far gone to fix, if you're losing them and you need to replace them, then we have an answer for you that a lot of folks find absolutely acceptable. If we do our job well and it looks nice, feels nice, and functions well, I'd call that a win. And we have lots of happy patients, older patients, who think it's a good service. And so I'm happy to include it for you, because you won't find it everywhere. So let me stop this video here, and I'll do another one about the probable problems people have. You're not alone if you have bad teeth. It's usually gum disease and things are getting loose, or really bad cavities between the teeth or at the gum line as you get older and a drier mouth, and diseases take a toll on us and on our teeth. I'll talk about those specifically, because that's usually what the problems are for usins, and what the answers were. You know, the normal spiel I give everybody, since it's easier for me to come to you than you to come to me. Here you can at least get a feel for what we're talking about when you come in. Well, hopefully you will. In which case, I would say, if you're seeing this, you're on the website, you're looking for help, the only real answer is to call us. You know, I can sit down, take a look at your x-rays, and we'll just talk just like this, and I'll try and give you some realistic answers, some common sense answers to fix the problems good enough. You know, it may not be perfect, it may not be $50,000 of screwed in teeth, but I'll bet we can find some answer for you that gets you in a better place than where you are, and probably where you've been for the last 10 years, 20 years. A lot of people, we are very good at putting off taking care of ourselves when money's tight and there are other people to take care of. So the selflessness is wonderful up until a point. And if you've reached that point, or at least gone way past it, and you really do need some help, we're happy to help you. Good kids here, I call them kids. In fact, one of them is my son. Good people taking care of you. I can do my job and hand you off to some good people, and they'll take good care of you. If you're on the website, you should take some time to read the testimonials. There are lots of folks who've appreciated our care, and that's very gratifying. I think we do a good job, and in a way that's common sense, and you know, a well done job at a good price and good enough, and move on with your life is a pretty good service. So I'll talk to you again specifics about the diseases in just a few minutes, and I'll hope to see you soon.